Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Sports Fan Network, and I'm Travis.
And I'm Andrew.
And today in our video, we will be doing a bracket preview for the West and the South regions. And in our video, we will be talking about potential Cinderella teams, which teams are on upset alert, matchups to look out for, eventually which team do we think will come away from the West and the South regions. So, Andrew, I will start it with you. What is your potential Cinderella team in the West?
Yeah, in the West region, my potential Cinderella team is San Diego State, the 11th seed. They entered the tournament on a 9-game winning streak. Two of those came against Nevada, which is a 7th seed in this tournament. So they've beaten some quality teams, including Gonzaga, who they beat earlier in the season. So they have some experience playing some tournament-level teams. They're a very long and athletic team, and they're not a great shooting team necessarily. They get after it defensively, and they like to spread the scoring load around. They have a lot of guys who can score double digits easily. And I just feel like their athleticism translates to this tournament. I feel like they can go on a bit of a run.
Yeah, and for me, my Cinderella team out of the West, I chose number 12 seed South Dakota State, led by 6'9", 250-pound forward Mike Daum, who is averaging 23.8 points per game, 10.4 rebounds per game, and he's shooting 42.1% for three. They did a tremendous job of limiting turnovers all season for South Dakota State, and they've shot in over 39% for three as a team. So this is a team that's very good offensively, led by Mike Daum. And I feel like they're going up against their first-round matchup, Ohio State. I feel like the Big Ten was a weaker conference this year. And Ohio State, they were really led by their one main guy. Other than that, I'm not sure who's going to pick up the scoring load for them. So I see the number 12 seed, South Dakota State, potentially upsetting Ohio State.
Yeah, that leads actually to my upset alert for this region. Ohio State, I'm putting you on upset alert. South Dakota State, they can flat out score. They're averaging 84 points per game, just a ridiculous amount of scoring. They can get up and down the court with ease. And like you said, the Big Ten has just been a really weak conference this season. Ohio State, I feel like they've been very beneficial towards that really weak conference in the Big Ten. I don't think they're as good as maybe their record says they are. And they're athletic, they're strong. I mean, they're a Big Ten conference team. You know they're going to be big and athletic and physical defensively. But I just don't think they can put up enough points to keep up with the South Dakota State team. So, yeah, I agree. Ohio State, I'm putting them on upset alert. Travis, who's another team that you think is going to be on upset alert?
This is not a major upset because it's two teams. It's a 7 seed and a 10 seed. But Texas A&M, I am putting you on upset alert. They have a first-round matchup with Providence, which is a very difficult draw. Providence has quality wins over Villanova and Xavier, who are both number 1 seeds in this tournament. Providence is very balanced in scoring. They have 5 guys who average between 7 and 14 points per game. And you just got to feel like they have the confidence that they feel that they could beat any team in this tournament with those wins over Villanova and Xavier. And Providence is very good at defending the three-point line. But one thing that may be the downfall of Providence is that they're also one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the tournament. So if Providence is going to make a run, they're going to have to improve their three-point shooting.
Yeah, and what are some matchups that you're looking forward to in this bracket?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with North Carolina versus Michigan. It could be a potential Sweet 16 matchup. And these are two really hot red teams right now. Michigan has won 9 straight. And North Carolina is the best rebounding team in the nation. These are two power conference teams going at it. This would make up for a very interesting Sweet 16 matchup.
Yeah, North Carolina, the defending champs. Let's see if they can recur some of that magic. They lost in the ACC championship game to Virginia, so maybe they're looking to get a little revenge here and go on a run in the tournament here. But for me, my big matchup to look out for is in the first round between 8 seed and 9 seed Missouri and Florida State. These are two very evenly matched teams. But what has me very intrigued about this is Michael Porter Jr. coming back off of back surgery. He can be an X factor not only in this game but in this tournament as a whole. He's 6'10" with the skills of a shooting guard, and he's a top 5 NBA prospect going into the season. But like I said, that back injury held him out for the entire season. Now that he's back, maybe Missouri can go on a run here. Definitely has the scoring talent to do so. And I'm really interested in seeing how he plays and performs on this big stage.
Yeah, so Andrew, who do you think is going to come out of the West Conference?
I have to go with North Carolina, the defending champs. I just have to believe in Roy Williams as a coach. They're a very veteran senior-led team, and I just feel like they have it going for them this season. I saw them play against Duke in this ACC tournament, and they just looked very solid across the board. They play hard. They absolutely get after it on the rebounding, and that's going to make a huge difference. They have really good guard play. They just have every single element going for them in terms of making another run at the national championship.
Yeah, and for me, I'm going with number 4 seed Gonzaga. They made the national championship game last year. I think they're going to make another deep run in this tournament this year. I think that, they're very good on defense. They're good on offense. They're a very well-rounded group. You have, veteran leadership. You got older guys on this team who have experience playing in the tournament, which will be crucial because not teams that don't have a lot of experience, playing under the bright lights, that's given them problems in the past. So I think Gonzaga, for me, is the favorite to come out of the West. But moving on to the South region, Andrew, who's your Cinderella team?
I have to go with Loyola of Chicago here, the 11th seed. And they have a very favorable bracket to go to the Sweet 16 at least. They beat Florida early in the year, so we know that they can beat top-end competition. And they're a great defensive team, giving up only 62 points per game. They're absolutely stifling defensively. But to go along with that, they're also one of the most efficient offensive teams in the nation. They're shooting above 50% from the field and above 40% from three. So they're just very efficient offensively. They have a lot of guys that can put up points in bunches. And they entered the tournament on a 10-game winning streak, so they have a lot of momentum going their way so far. And I think they can make a big run going to the Sweet 16 in this tournament.
Yeah, and I'm with you on this one. I also picked Loyola as my Cinderella team. They've been a very trendy upset pick in the first round. And it's for things just like you said. They're very good on the defensive side of the floor. They're going to get after you. They're going to turn you over. They're very, very good on defense. And they're also very capable of scoring the ball on offense. Like you said, they're shooting 50% from the field, 40% from three. They haven't been in the tournament in forever, so it's a feel-good story. That's why I have Loyola as my Cinderella team out of the South as well. But moving on to potential upset alerts, Andrew, who are you putting on the upset alert in the South?
Well, I'm putting Kentucky, the 5 seed, on upset alert. This is not a typical Kentucky team as seen in seasons past. John Calipari has got these guys playing very good, though, going into this tournament. They've been red hot entering the tournament so far, winning the SEC tournament. But like I said, they're just not the same Kentucky team that I've seen in the past, and they're playing against a very tough opponent in Davidson in the first round. Davidson's entering the tournament hot, and they're shooting 40% from three, and they can get on fire from downtown, and they get on fire. There's no stopping Davidson, I feel like. In Kentucky, they're a very young team. They're very inexperienced. I'm not sure how they'd react to that. And, again, this is not the team with a lot of really high-profile NBA prospects that can just overpower teams with lesser talent. That's not the case this season. So I feel like Kentucky, even though they've been playing a lot better as the season has progressed, I feel like they're an upset alert going up against Davidson, who could be a Cinderella team in their own right, I feel like.
Yeah, and if you're filling out the bracket, that is the classic 12 over the number 5 seed pick upset. And it seems like every year there's always one of them. So if you're filling out a bracket, I feel like you have to at least pick one number 12 seed beating a number 5 seed in the opening round. Seems like it happens every year. The tough part is picking which 12 seed is going to make the upset. But for me, I am putting number 7, Nevada, on the upset list. Nevada only has 6 players who average 7 or more minutes a game. That is not a deep team at all. And if Nevada gets in foul trouble, that could be a big problem. They can have guys who may be forced to play big minutes in the NCAA tournament that have barely played all season. So for them to only be running with a 6-man rotation, that could be a problem in the NCAA tournament. And they're also going up against the number 10 seed Texas, who, if you don't know, has freshman phenom Mo Bamba, who is just a beast in the middle. He is averaging 12.9 points per game, 10.4 rebounds a game, and an astonishing 3.7 blocks per game. He's a defensive game changer. Good luck finishing in the paint over that guy.
Yeah, guy's got a 7'7" reach. I believe Mo Bamba is just a physical freak out there. He can shoot the three as well, which is also very interesting for the Texas team. So that's something for Nevada to definitely look out for. But Travis, what are some of the matchups that you're looking forward to in this region?
Yeah, for me, it's got to be number 5 Kentucky versus number 4 Arizona in the second round. That would be ridiculous. These are two teams that should at least be in the Sweet 16. For one of them to not make the Sweet 16, and honestly, it kind of feels wrong. I feel like Arizona got screwed with their seeding. I feel like they should have been, a 3 or a 2. I feel like 4 is a little bit too high. Arizona is a very good team, and it all starts with DeAndre Ayton, who's possibly the best talent in the country, and he's just an unstoppable force. He's just so physical, so strong, great rebounder, great defender. He's just a total package. He's going to be a lottery pick in the NBA once he declares. He's definitely going to declare. But this game is just going to have a great showcase for NBA talent. Alonzo Trier is someone who can score from the perimeter. And if he can get going, that would really put Arizona over the edge, a team that right now is the potential Sweet 16, Elite 8. But if they can get Alonzo Trier going, he pushes them into Final Four. He could possibly make it the championship game. That's how good Alonzo Trier can be. And DeAndre Ayton and him just form a great 1-2 punch on offense.
Yeah, not only is DeAndre Ayton going to be a lottery pick in this upcoming NBA draft, in my opinion, he is clear-cut the number 1 overall pick. We can get to that later, but DeAndre Ayton, all you need to know about this kid is he's an absolute beast. And there's just no way that Kentucky or any other team this term is going to be able to stop him. He's going to get his whenever he wants to. It's about stopping the other guys, and if you're going to beat Arizona. So it comes down to Alonzo Trier and whether he can score from the perimeter to really help out Ayton. And like you said, if Kentucky can get there again, I have Kentucky an upset alert, so I don't really have them even making that matchup. But if these two teams collide, man, what a showcase of NBA talent. And for me, this entire bracket is about defense. Defense, defense, defense. This is what this bracket's all going to be about. You have teams like Virginia, 2 seeds Cincinnati, Loyola, like we mentioned before. All 3 of these teams love to get after it defensively. I expect to see a lot of low-scoring, physical slugfest out here in this region. It might not be the prettiest basketball in the world, but, man, these teams are going to get after it, and it's going to be competitive definitely from start to finish in all of these games. And that's going to be exciting to look out for, and it raises a lot of opportunities for upsets to happen when you have such low-scoring competitive games going on.
Yeah, this is like the black and blue division of the entire NCAA bracket. These teams are going to beat the crap out of each other. It's going to be physical. It's going to be intense. And if that's what you like, then these are the games you want to watch. In this region, it's going to be, like you said, low scoring, which we're not used to. But I think it's a nice change. It'll be fun to watch games like that. But, moving on, Andrew, who do you think is going to be the favorite to come out of the South?
Yeah, I have to go with the number 1 seed here, Virginia. They're just the best team in the country, in my opinion. Not only are they the best defensive team in the country, but they've been a lot more improved offensively this season, which has really pushed them to the next level in terms of the way they've been since previous seasons. So Virginia, for me, they're the favorite. I was considering Arizona because Ayton is such an unstoppable force, but I feel like Virginia can do just enough defensively where if those two teams do meet up against each other, Virginia can shut down some of the other pieces going for Arizona and eventually win out this region.
Yeah, man, I'm going to have to agree with you on that. I also have Virginia winning, coming away from this region. And like you said, they're just so great defensively. They've improved offensively. And the only thing that may hold them back is that their 6th man, I forgot his name, but he's not going to be playing in the NCAA tournament. He's been injured. He's been ruled he's not going to be able to play. So that could be a big loss if they're trying to win a national championship. But I still think this team is just so good defensively. I think they'll be able to come away out of the South. Speaking of Arizona, the only reason why I don't have them is that for whatever reason, maybe it's the head coach, but I just feel like every year they're predicted to do very well in the NCAA tournament, and then they just disappoint. They get upset. They just don't bring it on certain games. And that's why I've been screwed in the past picking Arizona to go far, and I'm not going to make that same mistake again. For whatever reason, it just seems like Arizona's got bad luck, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a great way to put it when you're doing your brackets. Just go with your gut feeling and just hope it works out. Every single game is a crapshoot. You never know what's going to happen. There's no sure thing in March Madness, and that's the beauty of it. So I just can't wait for all these games to get started.
Yeah, I can't wait either. It's going to be a lot of fun. But that's our thoughts on our NCAA preview for the South region and also for the other region,
West region.
the West region. that we talked about earlier. Let us know in the comments below. What do you think? Who do you think is going to come out of the region? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Just let us know how excited you are for March Madness. Fill out your brackets on time. I hope you guys have great brackets.
Yep, thoughts and prayers to your brackets. They are going to get crushed in the first day. Believe me. Thanks, guys, for watching.